Few albums wear their whimsy so proudly as Ogden's Not Gone Flake, released in 1968 and packaged in a round tobacco tin sleeve. The Small Faces psychedelic masterpiece is equal parts rock and roll swagger, fairy tale nonsense, and just sheer studio imagination. It's the sound of a band at their most adventurous and perhaps at their most English, caught somewhere between a pub sing-along and a Carnaby street fashion show and a trip down Lewis Carroll's rabbit hole. Now, the first half of the record is all killer. The title track sets the stage with a swirling orchestral instrumental that feels both grand and mischievous, like a kaleidoscope overture of what's to come. Afterglow is one of Steve Marriott's finest moments as a vocalist, equal parts soul preacher and rock shouter, backed by the kind of chiming guitars and Hammond organs that make the track feel timeless. And then there's Lazy Sunday, the album's most notorious hit, a Cockney knees up that starts as a joke but then turns into a psychedelic sing-along, bouncing between vaudeville humor and pop brilliance. So if the Beatles had dared to lean further into music hall absurdity after Sgt. Pepper, it might have sounded a little bit like this. But the real oddity and the album's endearing legend comes with side 2, the much debated fairy tale suite narrated by Stanley Unwin in his surreal Unwinese gobbledygook. But the real oddity and the album's enduring legend comes with side 2, the much debated fairy tale suite narrated by Stanley Unwin in his surreal Unwinese gobbledygook. So on paper, it's ridiculous. It's a fable about happiness personified as a girl named Mad John, told in a half-comprehensive dialect. In practice, it's utterly charming. Songs like Happiness Stand and Roll Over fuse psychedelic rock with childlike storytelling. And while Unwin's narration might test the patience of the uninitiated, it adds a sense of playful otherworldliness that no other band could have pulled off in such sincerity. What makes Ogden's Nut Gone Flake more than a period curiosity is its refusal to pick a lane. It's psychedelic, but it's not self-serious. It's soulful, but it's not slick. It's funny, but it's never just a novelty. The Small Faces managed to create an album that's as comfortable being blasted in a smoky club as it is about being read like a bedtime story. It's this duality, the heart and the grit of working class London fused with the freewheeling imagination of psychedelia, that keeps the record sounding fresh over 50 years later. In the grand timeline of British rock, Ogden's Nut Gone Flake stands as both a landmark and a lovable oddball. It doesn't quite have a polished conceptual unity of Sgt. Pepper or the brooding darkness of Pink Floyd's early work, but it has something rarer: charm. The Small Faces reminds us that psychedelia wasn't just about cosmic soundscapes and acid trips. It could also be about laughing at yourself, telling fairy tales, and singing your lungs out with unpretentious joy. So do yourself a favor, spin the tin, drop the needle, and let yourself get pulled into the weird, wonderful world of the Small Faces. It might not always make sense, but that's exactly the point. So if you haven't listened to this album, I dare you to check it out and let me know what you think.